sized. So we are going to go to Setup, Part, WCS Table, Origin, G55. This guy right here. Let's use Damon's technique to not crash. Let's type 10.808, and I'm going to comp negatively. So I'm going to make a bigger negative number. All right? So that number is going to ultimately read negative 10.815. I did it wrong, didn't I? I did it wrong. Good job, Damon. Oh, look at me. Escape, escape. So there's a couple things I can do. I can bounce out of here right now without saving. No, F2. Go back in. Yay. I need to minus 0.007 because I want to make that 10 a more negative number. Okay, 815. Let's pull up that calculator. 815. Good. And save. Now guess what? We get a start in the middle of a program again. Which one was it and who remembers? It is 22. It is going to be run, search, N0022. There we are. Whoops, let's put that face mill back in and run this guy. Ooh, a little warm. Okay. Now the program is proven, but my tool is proven, but now I changed my work offset, so my work offset isn't proven. So I need to single block this thing. I'm going to pretend that I don't have the option now. I do have the option. I got to go back, hit single block, and come back in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop an inch above the part. There's my tool change. We able to see everything? I think so. Okay, wow. I totally missed that one, didn't I? My distance to go is saying half an inch. So I was totally, wow, my calibrated eyeball. So I have a half inch to go to get to 600, to get to 100 thou. So I should be a little over halfway through my part. And you really can't see from that angle on the camera, but it's looking right. Looks good enough to continue. I shouldn't hit anything. Turn the spindle back on. I should miss the part on this first one. That's a good thing. And then my last one should be a 7 thou pass. We'll see what the surface finish looks like for a 7 thou pass.
That should make it look pretty nice, shouldn't it?
Well,
Nice or shitty?
well, it could be that. We'll see what it's going to look like. These tools, I have not used these tools enough to completely understand them yet. I'm in max override right now on my feed rate, which is only allowing me to go 20% over. You need to remember something. Every time you use your overrides, you must back them out to 100%. That's my most common mistake I make, is I leave it in an override state when like the next tool comes up and wondering why I'm throwing sparks. Here's 100%. Nice quiet cut. Yeah, surface finish is going to garbage. I'm not taking enough of a chip, turning enough of a chip to leave behind a good surface finish. Has to do with edge break. It's easier to understand on the lathe. Whatever your corner radius is on a lathe tool. That should be your minimum depth of cut. That's why finished tools have a smaller tool nose radius, because you are taking a smaller cut. So let's see, 755 is what we're going for, kids. 748. I am 2/10 undersized.
I'm out of here.
All right, that's not bad. I'm well within my 5 thou tolerance. Okay, let's continue on with my edge brake tool, or better known as my chamfer tool, or if you're French, it'd be chamfer. All right, I don't have op stop. I'm going to stop at 1 inch and check distance to go. Should be doing the left hole first. Just stopping the spindle ahead of this one actually stops pretty quick. Okay, so I got 88 thou to go to get to 100. So I should be looking at 98. This guy should not fit by 20 thou. Kind of interesting about these cheap 1, 2, 3 blocks. They have this huge chamfer in the corner, and I'm actually using that chamfer to judge this 20 thou, and I'm falling into that chamfer area, so I feel pretty good about my Z depth. So I'm going to start the spindle back up, slowly let this guy come in. Now I'm looking for a speed bump at 100 thou over the part. The speed bump is an indication of going from rapid to feed. Okay, without a single block going, it's just going to look like a speed bump. So I'm just going to keep the feed constant. Just going to leave it there. Speed bump, right on, looking good. %. So this flashing around the perimeter right now, this tool is going to take it off. It can do some of that, but be careful how much flash you leave behind. There's up too.
Okay, so